Hi guys, Ivan and Susan here again from Vloggers on the Loose. Interesting video today. Suburbs to watch out for in 2026, guys. That could make you some money. Let's go for a bit of a walk. It's a very short title. I'm not going to rabbit on too much about it. These suburbs could make you some money in 2026. So I'll let you know shortly what they are. I don't know if the camera can pick that up, but look at those ducks over there. Or geese, they look really good. They're making quite a bit of noise. There's a lot of them there. There's a good dozen geese in there. Anyway, back to the video, or the topic. The property market in Perth, as everyone knows, has hardly taken a breathe after seeing staggering price growth in the past couple of years. In 2024, the peak of its upcycle, the annual rise in home values topped 25%. That was in 2024, although that has moderated during 2025 with the last annual growth figure of 7.5%. But buyers shouldn't be lulled by all this, because data for the September quarter showed 4% price growth in just 3 months, suggesting the Perth market is in line for a spring upswing. So the city continues to benefit from strong population growth, scarce housing stocks, and there's not much on the market, guys. I check realestate.com.au regularly, and there's not much on the market at all. And as soon as a house or a unit, for that matter, comes on the market, it goes under offer virtually straight away. So if you're looking for a house or a unit or a duplex or whatever, some sort of dwelling to live in, you need to be fast. And I think people are also offering more money to get into these houses, so the sellers are making quite a bit of money out there. So guys, Perth's median house price is $895,089 as at October 1, 2025, with a median unit price of $638,868. So pretty good stuff there, guys. So the property boom of 2024 was primarily driven by Perth's outer suburbs, although analysts say growth is now more evenly spread, with some inner suburbs gaining momentum. So what's the first suburb we're going to let you know? And these could surprise a few people, and some people are going to say, nah, that won't go anywhere, that suburb or whatever. First suburb is a suburb not really spoken about that much, guys. It's a suburb called Warwick, and the median house price there is $897,500 for houses, and the median rent out there is 750 Aussie dollars a week. So Warwick is located in the city of Joondalup. Warwick's median house price falls below the medians of neighbouring suburbs in the northwest area. The area offers generous block sizes, pockets with development potential, because the blocks are quite big there, like I said, generous block sizes, and a strong presence for owner-occupiers, adding to its long-term appeal. Warwick locals enjoy quick access to employment hubs via the Mitchell Freeway, while local amenities such as Centro Warwick Shopping Centre, quite a shopping centre, has been there a very long time, Warwick Leisure Centre, and quality schools provide both conveniences and lifestyle. The eastern third of the suburb is native bushland, and that's along Beach Road there, if you guys are familiar with Perth, people from Perth. also known as the Warwick Open Space, which features walking trails and diverse native species of plants and animals. So Warwick's located 14 kilometres north of the Perth CBD, guys. By the way, the suburb was developed in the late 1980s. The next suburb is South Lake, and the median, that's a southern suburb by the way, and the median house price over there in South Lake is 773,000 Australian dollars for houses, and the median rent out there is 650 Aussie dollars a week. Situated around 22 kilometres south of Perth, South Lake offers median house price well below that of neighbouring Bibra Lake, which is 921,244. Wow, it's gone up there in Bibra Lake for house prices. That's quite a bit of money there in Bibra Lake. Generous blocks out there also, and quality homes in South Lake offer good long-term potential. The suburb has already seen a 15.8% growth in home prices over the past 12 months, an annual rent of 8.3%. That's pretty good rent happening over there in South Lake, guys. It's close to the Mitchell Freeway, minutes from key employment hubs, and it's got solid growth potential out there. So look out for South Lake, guys. South Lake offers affordability with good capital growth. Like I said before, there's also a big shopping centre near there called the Coburn Gateway Shopping Centre, and lots of public transport out there. Okay guys, the next suburb is East Victoria Park. Quite expensive out there already, close to the city though. 1,050,000 for houses, 559,500 for units. The median rent out there is $725 per week for houses, and $600 a week for units. East Victoria Park is good for people looking for units because there's a lot out there. It offers exceptional value out there for the units in East Victoria Park, and is within close proximity to the Perth CBD. Investors can benefit from bustling hospitality precinct along Albany Highway. We have showed you that in one of our videos where we took you to a few restaurant strips, and East Victoria Park came up in one of them. So we've taken you guys down there. It's very, very good out there. All the restaurants and cafes and bars and that. It's also close to the Curtin University out there, guys. East Vic Park. So good area for foodies along the Albany Highway area there. Unit prices have already been seen a substantial 21.6% price growth in the past 12 months. So guys, if you bought a unit out there, you're sitting on some good money. Good on you. While houses have seen values lift 17.7%, so pretty good there also for houses, outpacing many comparable markets. East Victoria Park. Anyone live there? Let us know what it's like. You've made some good money out there in the last 12 months. East Victoria Park is about 5 kilometres from the Perth CBD, and is serviced by 2 railway stations, shared with the neighbouring suburb of Carlisle, as well as multiple bus services into the city and surrounding areas. East Victoria Park's unit market represents a rare opportunity to to secure high growth. So even the units will do well out there, guys. Like I said, it did go up quite a bit. Okay, the next suburb is Carlisle. That's another southeastern suburb. I think it's south. Yeah, southeastern suburb. Median house price out there, guys, is 860,000 for houses, 745,000 for units, and the median rent over there for houses is 720 Aussie dollars a week, and for units the rent is 670 Aussie dollars a week. Carlisle has also got a Guernsey in this year's Perth Suburbs to watch list. So I'm reading it out to you. It's an interesting suburb out there in Carlisle. Have a look at it, guys. Have a look at it's close to the city also. Even though Carlisle has seen some good growth in the past 12 months, it has a much lower median house price. That's where I thought the house price is quite low out there compared to some of its more expensive neighbours like East Victoria Park, which we just read out, and Lathlane. Median house price there in East Victoria Park, like I said, is 1,050,000, and in Lathlane it's 1.2 million. So might be a little bargain over there in Carlisle if you guys can get in there. Don't know how much houses are on the market there, guys. So Carlisle's median house price remains at the more affordable end of the market, despite having shot up 23%. So if you bought a couple of years ago, you'd have made some good money. 23% growth. It's shot up in the last year, by the way. Units too have seen 21.6% growth, while still providing attractive rent yields, are currently sitting at a considerable 5.9%. So Carlisle provides easy access to East Victoria Park, the East Victoria Park cafe restaurant strip out there. Check it out, guys. That's a good cafe strip out there in East Victoria Park, and very close proximity to schools, Curtin University and the airport. So you might get a bit of air noise out there because it is close to the airport. The suburb is also a beneficiary of the Metronet rail elevation project, and I think that's all finished now, which removes 6 level crossings along Victoria Park Canning stretch of the Armadale line. Yeah, so that line's all finished now. It's all operational, the Armadale line. And they rebuilt 5 elevated news stations. So check out those stations, guys. They're quite nice, those stations out there. When we filmed out there last, there was a lot of work going on, and we did film a few of the stations, I think, in Lathlane. So check them out. Much of the old railway line has been reclaimed for public open space. So what they're doing is they're doing underneath the elevated sections, they're putting parks and little skate parks and gardens and all that type of thing under there. So I don't know if you've been to Asia, but they do a lot of that stuff there in Asia, particularly Bangkok and Singapore and those places, Hong Kong. Okay, Carlisle is only 3 kilometres from the from the Swan River, and has a mixture of medium density development and houses. So it's a good option for first home buyers, families and downsizers over there in Carlisle. Check it out, guys. Like I said, if there's anything on the market, I don't know. Okay, another one is a suburb, which is an old Holmes West suburb actually, from a long time ago. I think all the Holmes West is out of there and they've rebuilt it all. And it's a rarely mentioned suburb. It's a suburb called Nollamara. Watch out for Nollamara in 2025, in 2026 I should say. The median price over there in Nollamara, wow, that shot up 686,500 for houses, $565,000 for units. Median rent over there is $680 per week for houses and $650 Aussie dollars a week for units. Nollamara is located around 8 kilometres north of the Perth CBD. Is another suburb picked based on affordability. Close to the city, guys, 8 k's to the city. They reckon a lot of professionals are moved out there and living out there in Nollamara. I mentioned it to one of my family members, I shall not say, and he laughed at me. So it's my brother, and he laughed at me. So there you go, Nollamara. And his daughter laughed at me also, by the way. Just chucking that one in. It's got good public transport out there, and is also conveniently located to major corridors of Wanneroo Road and the Reed Highway. If you guys are familiar with all those roads, check it, have a look on Google Maps. Nollamara's house prices have seen more moderate growth, 13.8%. So that tells me that there's still opportunity for more price growth out there in Nollamara. It's only seen 13.8%, and it's still going to go up further over there because only 8 k's from the Perth CBD. For investors, both houses and units are currently returning over 5% rental yield. Not bad for Noel Homes West suburb out there in Nollamara. Okay. The next one is a suburb called Padbury, and that's gone through the roof there, guys. All that Padbury, what's the other suburbs out there? Craigie and Belden and all those places. They've all gone through the roof out there. So Padbury is sitting on a $1 million median house price at the moment. And the median rent out there for houses, guys, is $700 a week. It's a northern suburb of Perth, located within the city of Joondalup. Also made Perth's suburbs to watch for 2025. Oh, this is 2025, not 26. 25. Yeah, 25 is nearly finished. But anyway, this is it. You've got to watch out. It'll probably go into 2026. And the reasons for its inclusion could be a typo here, because the reason for its inclusions in 2026 remain unchanged. Okay, so they're talking 2025, 2026. Its proximity to the beach and good access to freeways and public transport. It's a bit run down over there in my opinion, but large blocks. Insect just sat on me and I think he's about to bite me. Large blocks out there, guys. So, and a lot of people are doing their houses up there. Have a look at the bottle brushes here. There's a tree over here, a native tree in Perth. Have a look at the flowers, beautiful. Okay, it's got good access to public transport, as I said. It was also not a bad tip, with its median house price climbing 15% over the last 12 months and cracking $1 million. A few suburbs have cracked that $1 million mark. Padbury is a few kilometres from the ocean and offers easy access to popular Mullaloo Beach, as well as the marina and tourist precinct of Hillary's Boat Harbour. And they're also building another boat harbour there in Ocean Reefway, and Craig is pretty close to that also. 18 kilometres from the Perth CBD, guys. It is also close to the freeway, and as well both Whitfords and Greenwood train stations. So look out for Craigie. This park that we're in is quite nice. Also, it's got a lot of, it's got undercover areas, it's got barbecues over there, it's got all sorts of stuff. Okay, that brings us to the end of the video, guys. So we're going to wrap it up somewhere. We'll wrap it up somewhere over here. Let us know what you thought, guys. Leave some comments for us on these suburbs to watch out for. Do you live in one of these suburbs? we'll wrap it up right here. Okay, thank you for watching the video, guys. We really do appreciate your continued support here for Vloggers on the Loose. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Leave some comments for us on this video, and we'll see you in the next one.